Okay, let's go.
Greetings and salutations. It's your man D Boogie coming at you again. Taste and Sense with D Boogie. Guess what we got today? We have some fragrances. Well, I was actually just on Fragrance Buy looking at seeing what they had for the upcoming Easter sales, see if they had any sales or anything. And they had this thing called a FOMO launch. And I didn't really know what it was, so I started looking into it. And obviously, the line of FOMO is launching two new fragrances that are their originals, and they were selling them as a mystery fragrance. They weren't telling you anything about it. All you got to know was the name. You didn't get to know the notes or anything about it. And they were just like, hey, take a chance. So I was like, you know what? Let me see if FOMO can make good originals. Cause I know they make like an illusion d'un soir, which is supposed to be a pretty decent clone of Grand Soir from what I hear. They make one called Fraghead's Asylum, which is a very, very decent clone of Elysium by Roja. Um, they make another one called Envy of FOMO, which is supposed to be, I think, a Gucci Guilty maybe clone. I don't really know how good that one is. And they have another one. The one that everybody talks about the most is called Gary's Den. And Gary's Den is supposed to be a clone of DHI. Or I don't know if it's DHI or the other Dior on. I'm not sure which one, but I know it's supposed to be a clone of one of those with the lipsticky, vibe. It's supposed to have kind of like a chocolatey undertone or whatever have you. I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't checked it out, but I've heard people talk about it and speak pretty highly of it. So I said, you know what? For the content, let me see what these are about. So I picked these two up and they came in uh, day before yesterday, and we're going to see what they're all about. There were two fragrances. The first one was called Frag Lovers Tea. And as you see, it's an extrait de parfum by the House of FOMO, um, cardboard box, all that stuff. We're going to open it in just a second. And then this other one is called Essence of the Other World. Now, I'm assuming that Frag Lovers Tea is supposed to be the masculine fragrance and that the Essence of the Other World is supposed to be maybe the feminine fragrance, but we shall see. We're going to start off with Frag Lovers Tea. So I'm going to spill the tea. I hope I don't spill this tea though, because might make this room not smell too good. We don't know. We'll see. Cardboard box, bottle sits in there, and it says, "In the morning mist, a fragrance ritual awakens my day." Kind of a mirrored plaque back there. Kind of a nice little box. Leave the top off of it, and it'll be a nice little display case. Bottle, thick glass, metal and plastic. Sits on there pretty snugly. Not much to it, it's basic. Nice heavy bottle. Basic design, kind of reminds me of the Jeremy Office fragrances. Ooh. Pressurized atomizer. Now this one has notes. They did send the notes after they sent the fragrance. So this one has notes of camphor, black tea, mandarin, plum, with middle notes of clover, rose, and other florals, with a base of musk, tonka, cedar, and olive tree. So we're going to put this on a tester strip and see what it's all about. That camphor in the top is giving it a kind of a mentholated vibe. Yes, medicinal. If you've never had, use this stuff called camphofenique. It's for like cold sores and fever blisters and things like that. If you've never had to use that as a kid, the opening of this smells just like camphofenique. As it dries down, though, I'm starting to get the tea and the mandarin and some of the sweetness coming in there. The woodiness of the cedar, the creaminess of the tonka. It's weird, but it says olive tree, but it's kind of got a, you can kind of get that scent. But once that camphor dissipates, this actually becomes okay. Get some of that plum, that jamminess of that plum in there. But the clover and the camphor, they still mix in there to give kind of this bite to it. It's got kind of an aftertaste, if that makes any sense. The smell has an aftertaste to it. The wood is it's almost like a ashy kind of wood. Yeah, this is nah, nah, nah. I get about a 4.5. Yeah, it's nice in there, but that camphor and that clove, it's just not doing it. It's a little too off-putting, but everything else, yeah. I'm gonna have to. I still got to spray this on my hand. Yeah, 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 yeah. You never know. On skin, it may turn into that thingy thing. It may make you want to drag me off, and I don't mean drag me off and throw me away either. Yeah, no. That not it. I'm sorry, FOMO, but yeah, if y'all can find a way to take out that camphor and that clover or tone it down or something, put the camphor in later. But this smells like straight medicine. Yeah, this is. But you can tell there is a good fragrance behind that.
so offensive, so make sure you cut this part out. But it's like you walk into a male locker room while smelling like a rose. You better cut that out.
Everybody knows I don't cut out shit.
Okay, well, I don't want people to know I said that.
So, next up, and let's just pray that this one's got anise and eucalyptus. This one's got notes of jasmine, neroli, eucalyptus, anise, heliotrope, rose, white florals, amber, vanilla, patchouli, cedar, and myrrh. So, we're going to pray, same box style. Opens up just like the other one, white and purple instead of black and silver. Love the gradient on the bottle. That bottle is actually very beautiful. I love the purple on that. This one says, in the interstellar void, the fear of the unknown is the greatest mystery. Also, mirrored backing like that. That's actually the coolest part of these fragrances so far is the presentation. Bottle, snug cap. All right. So, essence of the other world. Let's see. Much better on the dry down on skin, but still, they need to get rid of that. It's still not it. Oh, pressurized atomizer once again. That atomizer actually shoots like a fire hose. Sweet florals. I mean, you're getting all of the florals. I'm talking about florals on top of florals on top of white florals. But it's not just a mashup of white florals. You can actually tell the jasmine. I can actually detect the heliotrope. I can actually detect the other florals in here. I can pick them apart because you can smell the difference with them, but they're all white florals. This is a very, very floral, rich, jammy scent.
Avon had this one a million years ago. Avon had this like Asian flower looking bottle, like of glass. It had like it's really old, so I could be all wrong in this, but that's what the memory it triggered, that little bottle of, I don't know, knockoff Asian something, I'm sure, but it is so sweet.
It's very sweet, very florally sweet, not like fruity sweet.
Yeah, not
This
like
is
sugar.
like nectar, like floral nectar sweet. Um, you get a little bit of the cedar in the background, just a little bit. Not a lot to make it masculine, not even a lot enough to make it unisex. This is a lady's fragrance. Hands down, no real. I mean, dudes, if you want to wear it, if you want to wear it, you wear what you want to wear. But this fragrance is geared towards ladies, and there is no question about that. The vanilla is just there to give the florals a little more sweetness, to give it like that nectar quality. The patchouli gives a little bit of earthiness, but not much. It's mainly musk, florals. maybe a tinge of neroli to give it a little green hint to it, a little pop. But the jasmine, the heliotrope, that's what you get with this. The florals, the white florals. I don't know about Essence of Another World. I don't know about anything else. Now, both of these are extrait de parfum concentrations.
I definitely like the second one better than the first one.
I do too. I wouldn't wear either one of them, but the second one is definitely more appealing of the second two.
I could see myself regifting the second one to people that I actually like.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't get a first one to nobody that I liked.
And like, I'm a little sad about that first one because again, when that first wave of I just stepped into a hospital or a pharmacy knocks you on your behind, when that fades, before the ashy, I get what you say it was, clove. Before that comes, there's a little lull of soft. I don't know. It was lovely, and then it wasn't.
Anywho, I wish I would have had just FOMO, because instead of FOMO, I had the FAFO.
You're fucking out, huh?
So, my fear of missing out led around to me around and finding out that these were not great. So
For us, they weren't great for us.
yeah, they weren't great for me. But if you want to smell like a medicine cabinet, go right ahead. I mean, as far as the other one goes, if you want to gift that to a older lady, more mature lady, that is definitely not something that a teenage or even a young college girl is going to gravitate towards, because it's a different kind of sweet.
Yeah, no, it's old Avon sweet.
Yeah, it's like you said, like an old Avon fragrance. Beast mode, because she's all over there and she can smell it. And
oh yeah, no, they carried very well.
yeah, so it is what it is. But once again, Frag Lovers Tea, Essence of the Other World. I got them from Fragrance Buy. Check them out if you want to. If not, it's on you. For everybody that came to see me today, you know what it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're the reason I do what I do. If it's your first time, don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. And to everybody else, till next time, you know what it is. Love, peace, hair grease.
Okay, let's go. Drop!